So this was one of the things I talk about a lot with people when they're looking at coming out is there's not one coming out when it comes to family. It's multiple coming out, and you have to keep that conversation going until one day it normalizes that whoever that person is queer of some form. But I think sometimes people expect, I've told them, that's it, it's done. Most, especially parents, or especially of our community, they'll go to denial. They'll even forget that they heard it, because that's easier and easier for them to process. But if you keep bringing it up on a regular, but not every single day, but on a regular basis, I always say, at least once every 2 weeks, that conversation needs to be brought in. And it's difficult, but there's two different things. One is if you want your parents to just accept you. But for me, I didn't want just mum and dad to accept me. I wanted them to accept and understand it. And the understand it needed an education process. Because, after coming out, I realized that mum and dad weren't homophobic, but what they were ignorant. They didn't know it. They didn't understand it. And the only thing they knew about was, unfortunately, the stereotypes. And the fact that, it was promiscuous, and it was all about, it was seedy, and it was, no one was settled, you die of AIDS, all of this kind of stuff was all they'd ever heard. So they hadn't seen any positive role models. Forget even within our community, there wasn't even positive role models at that time that were open within the what do you call it, the white space, for example.